ladies and gentlemen, I promised you guys massive spoilers and also huge lore for today. And that's exactly what I'm about to deliver. Now, I would say that what we're going to be going through here, it is pages from the Naga. That's right, the Naga has shown up in Dragonflight, which should excite everyone. Remember the last time we heard from the Naga, Queen Azshara said that she is going to find the ultimate throne of power. And then we never heard from her again. And we were speculating, obviously, what could that throne be? Where could that power have come from? What power is she even referring to? The Naga is here in force, ladies and gentlemen. And it is speaking about that. Now, I would say that this lore that we're going to be discussing today, I would put at the same level as things like the Il'gynoth Whispers, or the Xal'atath Whispers, or even the Old God Whispers way back in Legion BFA. It was lore that basically changed the landscape of World of Warcraft, changed the way in which we think about the game. This is very similar to that. But okay, let's get into it. As always, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a lot of speculation here. There's going to be a lot of discussion. If you just wanted to get the news on what is in these books, this is probably not the right place for you. But all right, rise, rise. Our queen calls to us from beyond the umbral veil. She has transcended the circle of stars and basks in her eternal grandeur. Now, circle of stars. This takes us back. This takes us back to the whispers of Il'gynoth to find him. Drown yourself in the circle of stars. And we have speculated a lot about what the circle of stars could be. This makes me think we have never seen it, because we thought about it. We thought that maybe we found the circle of stars. There was a lot of speculation at the time, especially in the Emerald Nightmare raid, where you go to the final boss. Now I'm blanking on Xavius. When you go fight Xavius, it looks as if you're drowning yourself in a circle of stars in order to get to Xavius. So we had speculation theories on that could be the circle of stars. Then, of course, it was in Deepholm. We also sort of thought that maybe the Maelstrom. So if you go to the Maelstrom in World of Warcraft and you look straight up, there's like a circle formed by stars, like a literal, genuine circle formed by stars. And it almost looks as if there's a dome around Azeroth, and that circle of stars creates an opening. Now, I do think we were kind of correct, but I still don't think that was the circle of stars. The interesting thing here is beyond the umbral veil. Now, this is where I'm sort of going to combine multiple new bits of information. We know that there's a place called Avaloran in World of Warcraft. The heretics during the early ages, so when the Titan Keepers were here and they were defeating the Black Empire, there was a group referred to simply as the heretics. Now, the Keepers made it sound like these heretics were once loyal. They were either Titan Keepers, loyal Titan Keepers, but they started to question the quote-unquote wisdom of the Titans. You see, because the Titans insisted that what they had created is all that had been created on Azeroth ever. They refuted the idea that the Black Empire created anything on Azeroth, and their reasoning for it is that nothing can be created unless it had first been ordered. So their idea was that nothing the Black Empire made was actually creation because it wasn't ordered yet, and therefore only the Titans created things. The heretics questioned this. They questioned the wisdom of the Titans, and they left. They fled to a place simply known as Avaloran, a place that we've never heard of. We do know that no one that ventured there in search of the heretics ever returned. None of them returned. They were slaughtered. At least that's the story. Now, there's another place that we know of that people ventured to that no one ever finds you again. And that is to the other side of Azeroth. Everything, every ship, every being that has ever tried to reach the other side of Azeroth has never returned. They're still gone. Now it says, our queen calls to us from beyond the umbral veil. She has transcended the circle of stars and basks in her eternal grandeur. What if that dome, when you stand at the maelstrom looking up through the circle of stars, and it sort of looks like a dome, what if it is a dome? A veil cast around the livable spaces of Azeroth, a protective barrier, if you will, made by the Titans to ensure that whatever is outside, whatever is in Avaloran, wherever the heretics are, they can never reach Azeroth again. And this is called the Umbral Veil. And the Circle of Stars is a back door through this Umbral Veil. But anyways, we continue. The time we have long awaited is nigh. Even now, the Harbinger gathers the children of the first flesh to reclaim what was lost. They must remember their vows and serve those to whom they owe fealty. The Harbinger gathers the children of the first flesh. So they're still alive. The first beings that were given flesh by the old gods. They're still alive, they're still somewhere, and the Harbinger is gathering the children of the first flesh. Is this mortals? What is this? I genuinely have no idea what this could refer to, who the children of the first flesh could be, but I love it. Anyways, next one. While they toil in the deep places, this makes me think that we've not seen the children of the first flesh yet, because it says here, while they toil in the deep places, we will journey to the shores of Dragonlands, to the Blessed Isle, where the Worldbreaker first embraced the Whispers. As one storm recedes, another rises. The torches have been lit. The secrets he buried will strike as a dagger into the hearts of his kin. The torches have been lit. The secrets he buried will strike as a dagger into the hearts of his kin. Now, what are these tortures, I wonder? What are these torches, I wonder? Perhaps it's what I said it was? The Oathstones of the Dragonflights. This would suggest that Deathwing himself corrupted these Oathstones, and perhaps not on purpose, because we know that when Deathwing was still in the Dragon Isles, Deathwing wasn't yet fully corrupted. He was hearing the whispers. And yes, he asked the old god for help, but he had not yet fully embraced the gifts of the old gods. He only heard their whispers. What if Deathwing imprisoned something? Something so evil that he needed the power of the Oathstones to keep this thing imprisoned, to keep this thing locked away. And now that the dragon aspects are seeking to reignite these fires, now that the 5 torches are trying to relight themselves, this will unlock whatever is buried there. And as it states in the book, the secrets he buried will strike as a dagger into the hearts of his kin. So whatever Deathwing has hiding here, it's a direct enemy against the Dragonflights. Next page. The Harbinger speaks of a primal power that seeks to end the end of order. Such rage can be bent to serve our ends. So maybe these two things are connected to each other. Maybe whatever Deathwing buried is this primal power that seeks the end of order. Now, just to go back here, because I know there's going to be people who don't quite understand it, the torches now very physically suggests 5 torches to light the way, 5 keys to open, 5 keys to open the way, 5 torches to light the path. And then another whisper from the old gods, 5 lanterns now darkened. The flame they seek will open the master's way. All of this is whispers that came out in Legion. It's lore that's been simmering since Legion, ladies and gentlemen. It's huge. It's kind of big, right? The torches have been lit. In other words, the flame they seek will open the master's way. These torches are lit now. The master's way is open. The master refers to a Void Lord. So now my question becomes, calls to us from beyond the umbral veil. What if the veil that the Titans set up to protect Azeroth from whatever is on the outside, the children of the first flesh, what if they were created by an actual Void Lord? And that's what opens the master's way. In other words, the Void Lords are already here. They're not coming. They're not beyond some weird place. They're already on Azeroth, but they're on the other side of Azeroth. They've not been able to claim Azeroth yet. Here's where I think we've never been able to see the other side of Azeroth. We don't know what is actually there. It could be that the Black Empire still exists on the other side of Azeroth. Remember, if you listen to N'Zoth speak, if you listen to Yogg-Saron speak, if you listen to the Xal'atath Whispers, they speak of Ny'alotha not as a place that have to be rebuilt, not as a place that's been lost. They speak of Ny'alotha as if it is a place that already exists. It's not gone. It's not like they've lost it. It's not like it's been destroyed. They're just not in it at the moment. They can go there, and we are, of course, told that in order to find him, drown yourself in the circle of stars. So in order to get to Ny'alotha, you have to drown yourself in the circle of stars. That is how you get there. But anyways, the Harbinger speaks of a primal power that seeks to end the end of order. This is something that's now been playing over and over and over and over again throughout the whole of Dragonflight. The Jarradin despises what the Titans have wrought. They hate the Titan creations. The primal incarnates despise the Titan creations, including the dragon aspects. They blame. So Razageth says this. The Titans did something when they created the dragon aspects, and they claim that the dragon aspect sold out dragonkind in order or by accepting the gifts of the Titans. So you have the Jarradin that despises the Titans. You have the primal incarnates that despises the Titans. You now have this Harbinger, which the Harbinger could be Iridikron. Remember, we are told in one of the cinematics, the reason Iridikron vexes Nosdormu so is the deals he made. before they managed to imprison him, he was striking deals with a lot of beings. So it's possible that Harbinger is Iridikron, the one that will usher in the end of all order. Such rage can be bent to serve our ends. A hunger lost to the ages will be reclaimed. A dark heart left broken awaits the taking. What if Galakrond isn't dead? What if Galakrond isn't actually dead? A hunger lost to the ages. What do we know of that's been more hungry than anything on Azeroth ever? Galakrond. His bones are there, but it says very specifically a dark heart left broken. After they killed Yesaraj, what remained of Yesaraj? His heart. Right? What if it's the same for Galakrond? After Galakrond was killed, the one thing that they could not kill of him was his heart. And what do the Titan Keepers do better than anyone? They imprison. They put things away. They lock them away. The heart of Galakrond. A hunger lost. A primal power that seeks the end of order. It's possible. I'm not saying it is the case. We don't know. The only story we know of Galakrond is the flashbacks seen through the lens of a Titan artifact that could have been changed. It's Tyr, after all. He could have been lying. He could have changed the visions. He could have changed the way that the dragon aspects remember things. They have that ability. And then page 4, here's where things get really spooky. When these things come to pass, the Harbinger will fulfill the final prophecy and complete the awakening. Only then shall our queen return to reign over sea and sky and earth. We must make ready. Rise, rise. Soon all that was hidden will be revealed. How many times have we heard that we don't understand? That we don't see? How many times? Constantly. Everyone tells us that we don't understand. We don't yet see the truth. Xal'atath said it multiple times. Because something that is hidden will be revealed. The truth of our world, the truth of the history of our world. The one question becomes, will we just automatically join the Titans? Or is there something bigger going on? Will there be something bigger? Have Azshara truly gone to claim the ultimate throne of power? And what exactly is that throne? What is in that throne? And Saban Raven, to answer your question there, it can be bent to serve our ends. Galakrond simply ate. That's it. It's all Galakrond ever did. He ate. Galakrond didn't serve anyone's needs, but they believe that they can bend Galakrond to serve their needs. In other words, not to simply eat indiscriminately, but to actually have a goal, have a purpose, set out with that purpose. Be the dragon that you were meant to be, the weapon that you were meant to become. That's why they need to bend him, to ensure that he actually does what is required and opens the way for the Masters. That's what I believe the whole point is here. There's lower route and no more of Cliffhang Shadowlands Fate. I love this. This blows my mind in so many ways because it takes so many of the whispers that we've spent so many fucking years now dissecting and exploring, and it gives it purpose. It gives us sort of a focal point now from which to start looking at and saying, okay, if this is true, then that and that and that and that and that might also be true. This is incredible. Of course, there's a couple of questions that remain here. The Harbinger could be Eridicron, could be something else. The Hunger that's been lost to the ages could be Galakron, could be something else. It would depend. There's still quite a few other whispers that may actually rear its ugly little head. The Lord of Ravens shall turn the key. We still don't quite know who that is. We still don't know who that is. Odin? We know that Odin is poised to make a return. He's finally free. He's no longer stuck inside a prison of his own making. And Odin would fit the Lord of Ravens. Khadgar would fit the Lord of Ravens. And that they will turn the key. Right now, the one thing that the Dragon aspect sort of miss is a Titan Keeper to give them their power back. Because the Titan Keepers were the only ones that understood the ritual. They understood how this power needs to be given back. So what if the Dragon aspects manage to reignite all of the Oathstones? They manage to do everything that they think they should be doing in order to get their power back, and then they realize, but it doesn't work. We are then sent to Odin to ask Odin to help because we need the Dragon aspect. Odin, even though he's never been a fan of the Dragon aspect, recognizes that this might be a good time for him to get some, brownie points. Or not necessarily brownie points, but get some favors owed to him because Odin likes deals after all, right? And Odin then turns the key. Odin is the one that gives them their power back. But that key that is turned now lights the way for the Masters. The journey completes itself. And how do we get here? When we venture back in time to the days of the Black Empire, N'Zoth says to us, I know you. I know what you have done. How do you defeat an enemy that understands the future, that knows what's going to happen even before it happens? How do you defeat an enemy whose own kind says that even in defeat, the God of the Deep ultimately wins? You set things up, if you're N'Zoth, in such a way that your death starts the domino effect. And the domino effect leads to the ushering in of your own masters. Your master, perhaps stuck in Avaloran, perhaps a Void Lord, perhaps something far greater than that even. I don't know what the actual truth is here, but I do know that this is huge. This is crazy. What do you guys think of it? Do you like it?